Here's something your doctor will never say out loud. The reason millions of men are struggling in the bedroom has almost nothing to do with age, hormones, or psychology. It's plumbing. And the fix is sitting in your grocery store right now for under $20. The problem isn't what you think it is. And that changes everything. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm genuinely glad the algorithm sent you today because this video could be one of the most practically useful things you watch this year. I'm talking about blood flow, specifically how what you eat directly controls circulation to every organ in your body, including the ones your performance depends on most. We're going to go through 7 specific foods, backed by peer-reviewed science, that measurably improve blood flow, nitric oxide production, and overall vascular health. And here's the part most channels skip entirely. I'm going to tell you exactly how to use these foods together in a structured weekly plan, not just a list, a real, actionable routine. And that full plan is completely free. No email required, no upsell, just drop a comment below, literally anything, and I'll reply with the link. It's also pinned in the description. So make sure you watch to the end. Before we dive in, if health, performance, and longevity matter to you, hit subscribe right now. We publish practical, science-based videos every single week, and you do not want to miss what's coming. Okay, let's get into the 7 foods. The real root cause before I give you the foods, I want you to understand why this works. Because once you understand the mechanism, you'll never go back to ignoring it. Sexual performance, erection quality, arousal intensity, endurance, all of it is fundamentally a blood flow problem. The human body produces a molecule called nitric oxide, and nitric oxide is the signal that tells your blood vessels to relax and expand. More nitric oxide means wider blood vessels, faster circulation, and dramatically better delivery of blood to exactly where it needs to go. The problem? Most people's diets actively destroy nitric oxide production. Processed food, seed oils, excess sugar, and a sedentary lifestyle combine to stiffen and narrow blood vessels over time. And here's the part nobody talks about. This process starts in your 30s. By your 40s and 50s, most people have lost a significant percentage of their vascular flexibility without ever knowing it, because nobody told them it was happening. The good news, and this is real, clinically supported good news, is that the vascular system is remarkably responsive to the right nutritional inputs. You can measurably improve blood flow within days of changing what you eat. Not weeks, days. Food 1. Dark leafy greens. The nitric oxide rocket fuel food number 1 is a category, not a single ingredient, and it's the most powerful one on this list. Dark leafy greens. Spinach, arugula, kale, Swiss chard, and especially beet greens. Here's why they dominate. These vegetables are loaded with dietary nitrates, compounds that your body converts directly into nitric oxide through a 2-step process involving your saliva and stomach acid. When researchers gave men a single high-nitrate meal of leafy greens, blood vessel dilation improved by measurable amounts within 2 hours. 2 hours. This is not a slow supplement. This is fast, direct vascular chemistry. Arugula specifically has one of the highest nitrate concentrations of any food on Earth. A large arugula salad before dinner is one of the most underrated things you can do for your circulatory system. And here's the practical key. Do not use antiseptic mouthwash before eating these. The bacteria in your mouth that convert nitrates to nitric oxide are the exact ones mouthwash kills. Mouthwash has been shown in research to blunt the nitric oxide benefit of leafy greens by up to 90%. Stop using it before meals. Food number 2 is something most men already have in their kitchen, but they're eating it at completely the wrong time of day to get the performance benefit. I'll explain exactly when to eat it coming up right now. Food 2. Beets. Nature's vasodilator beets and beetroot are the most concentrated source of dietary nitrates of any whole food on Earth. A single cup of beet juice has been shown in multiple clinical trials to lower blood pressure, improve athletic endurance by 2-3%, and significantly increase blood flow to muscle tissue, including smooth muscle tissue, which is exactly the type involved in sexual function. Elite athletes have used beetroot juice as a legal performance enhancer for years, but the timing matters enormously. Nitric oxide from beet nitrates peaks in your bloodstream approximately 2 to 3 hours after consumption. If you want the vascular benefit when it counts most, you need to plan this ahead. Eat beets, roasted, in a salad, or as juice, a couple of hours before you want peak circulation. Combine with the leafy greens from food number 1, and you have a synergistic nitrate stack that works faster and longer than either alone. One warning: beets are high in natural sugars. Eat them as whole food or cold-pressed juice, not commercial beet juice with added sugar. Food 3. Dark chocolate. The flavonoid flush food number 3 is the one nobody expects to be on this list. Dark chocolate. Not milk chocolate, not chocolate cake. Pure dark chocolate with 70% cacao content or higher. Dark chocolate is one of the richest dietary sources of flavonols, a specific class of antioxidant compounds that have been shown in randomized controlled trials to increase nitric oxide bioavailability, reduce arterial stiffness, and improve blood flow to the periphery. Harvard researchers found that regular consumption of high flavonol cocoa was associated with a 37% reduction in cardiovascular mortality. The vascular mechanism is direct. Cocoa flavonols activate an enzyme called endothelial nitric oxide synthase, the exact enzyme that produces nitric oxide in your blood vessel walls. 1 to 2 squares of 85% dark chocolate daily is a legitimate vascular intervention. It's also rich in magnesium, which is one of the most deficient minerals in adult men and a critical cofactor for testosterone production. This is not a cheat food. This is a prescription. The next food on this list is one that most men are actively avoiding because of outdated health advice from the 1990s, and that mistake is costing them more than they realize. Stay with me, because this one genuinely surprised me when I looked at the research. Food 4. Pomegranate. The testosterone and circulation duo pomegranate is one of the most studied foods in the world for cardiovascular and reproductive health, and yet it remains one of the most underused. Let me give you the research directly. A study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that pomegranate juice significantly improved erectile function scores in men with mild to moderate dysfunction. More than half of participants saw measurable improvement. A separate trial from Queen Margaret University found that drinking pomegranate juice daily for 2 weeks raised salivary testosterone levels by an average of 24%. That is not a typo. 24% from a food. The mechanism is twofold. Pomegranate is rich in punicolagens and anthocyanins, which are potent antioxidants that prevent the breakdown of nitric oxide in the bloodstream. More nitric oxide that survives means better vasodilation. Simultaneously, compounds in pomegranate appear to inhibit an enzyme that converts testosterone to estrogen. The result is both higher circulating testosterone and better blood flow at the same time. Pomegranate juice, no added sugar, or the whole seeds daily. Food 5. Fatty fish. The vascular repair crew food number 5 is fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, herring, and anchovies, and the mechanism here is different from everything we've discussed so far. The omega-3 fatty acids EPA and DA found in these fish do something no other food on this list does. They physically remodel the cell membranes of your blood vessel walls. Your arteries and capillaries are lined with a single layer of endothelial cells, and the flexibility and health of those cells determines how responsive your blood vessels are to nitric oxide signals. Omega-3s replace stiff, inflammatory fats in cell membranes with more fluid, flexible fatty acids. The result is arteries that respond faster and more fully to vasodilatory signals. Clinical research shows that men with higher omega-3 levels have significantly better erectile function scores, lower inflammatory markers, and better overall vascular health. 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week is the minimum effective dose. Sardines are the most practical, cheap, shelf-stable, sustainably sourced, and one of the highest omega-3 concentrations per gram of any food. If you can't stand fish, pharmaceutical-grade fish oil supplements are a genuine substitute, but whole food sources work better due to the protein and other cofactors. Food 6. Garlic. The ancient vasodilator garlic has been used medicinally for blood pressure and circulation for literally thousands of years across almost every major civilization on Earth. And modern biochemistry has now explained exactly why it works. Raw garlic contains a precursor compound called allicin. When you crush or chew garlic, allicin converts to allicin. Allicin has been shown to directly stimulate nitric oxide production in endothelial cells, inhibit ACE, the enzyme that constricts blood vessels, and reduce platelet aggregation, meaning blood flows more freely with less tendency to clump. A meta-analysis of multiple clinical trials found that garlic supplementation meaningfully reduced systolic blood pressure, the same vascular effect that blood pressure medications aim for, through a completely natural pathway. For sexual performance specifically, the blood pressure lowering effect is directly relevant. High blood pressure is one of the leading causes of erectile dysfunction because it physically reduces blood flow through the penile arteries. 2 to 3 raw garlic cloves per day, crushed and allowed to sit for 10 minutes before eating to maximize allicin formation, is the evidence-based dose. Cooked garlic still has benefits but loses some allicin potency. The free plan I'm giving you tells you exactly how to incorporate this daily without making your meals taste like an Italian kitchen exploded. Food 7. Watermelon. The natural citrulline bomb food number 7 sounds almost too good to be true, and when I first saw the research on this, I read it 3 times because I didn't believe it. Watermelon. Specifically, watermelon contains a compound called L-citrulline, and L-citrulline is the direct biochemical precursor to L-arginine, which is the direct precursor to nitric oxide. Think of it as a 2-step rocket. You eat citrulline, it converts to arginine converts to nitric oxide opens your blood vessels. And here's what makes citrulline from watermelon superior to taking L-arginine supplements directly. When you take arginine orally, an enzyme in your gut called arginase breaks most of it down before it reaches your bloodstream. Citrulline bypasses that degradation completely and converts to arginine in your kidneys, arriving intact. Researchers from Texas A&M found that citrulline from watermelon measurably relaxed blood vessels and improved blood flow, and one study from the University of Foggia found it improved mild erectile dysfunction. The highest citrulline concentration in watermelon is in the rind, not the red flesh, so watermelon rind juice or eating closer to the white part maximizes the dose. 2 cups of watermelon flesh daily or a glass of watermelon rind juice is the performance threshold. Bonus: the stack formula. Before I get to the free plan offer, I want to give you the most important strategic insight in this video, the concept of the nitric oxide stack. These 7 foods do not work in isolation. When you combine them in the right sequence on the same day, they create a synergistic effect that is significantly more powerful then eating them separately across a week. Here's the core stack. In the morning, a small cup of pomegranate juice with 2 crushed garlic cloves. This primes testosterone levels and begins vascular preparation for the day. At lunch, a large arugula or spinach salad with olive oil. This delivers the most bioavailable dietary nitrates possible. In the afternoon, 1 to 2 squares of dark chocolate and a small handful of walnuts. This provides flavonols, magnesium, and additional healthy fats that extend nitric oxide availability. At dinner, fatty fish with roasted beets on the side. This delivers omega-3 vascular repair alongside the highest concentration nitrate food on Earth. Before bed or as an evening snack, watermelon or a small glass of watermelon rind juice. This citrulline load overnight allows your body to produce a sustained arginine pool while you sleep. The result of this daily stack is a continuous overlapping cycle of nitric oxide production, testosterone support, and vascular repair all day, every day. Not a pill, not a prescription, food. Now, the free plan I promised you. I put together a complete 30-day blood flow and performance nutrition plan. It has the full weekly meal structure using all 7 of these foods, the exact daily stack schedule, a shopping list, and a 4-week habit tracker you can print and use immediately. It is completely free. No email sign up. No credit card. Here's all you need to do. Drop any comment below this video, even just the word plan, and I will reply with the direct download link. The link is also pinned at the top of the description right now. I want this in as many hands as possible because this information changes things, and too many men are suffering through a problem that grocery store ingredients can meaningfully address. If this video gave you value, please hit the like button. It costs you nothing, and it helps this reach the people who need it most. Share it with someone in your life who you think would benefit. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. We're here every week with videos that are actually useful. I'll see you in the next one.